come join me as I toast my bagel and tell you about how systems thinking has completely and utterly transformed everything I do ever since I started studying it at postgraduate level, later on in life, in my 40s, despite having 20 plus years of media comms experience, being a creative, having achievements, being a chartered public relations practitioner, all of these things. Despite all of that, I was still so curious. I wanted to level up my thinking, level up my strategic thinking, my problem solving skills. Woo! I think I over toasted my bagel because the thing is, I only ever have a half now and then, because who needs to have that much glutinous pleasure in their life every day? My teenagers certainly can, but when you're in your 40s, you don't want to really stuff your system with all that glue, that heavenly glue. So I'm going to use my fork to kind of show you how crunchy I've made this. Oh dear. Anyway, the systems thinking approach is such that you're always zooming out to take in multiple elements and factors. It's never just, let's just look at what we're putting out there and our customer, audience, user behavior. What else is going on? So I call these my 7 zones of interest. So what about zeitgeist awareness? Like, what's going on socio-politically, socio-economically that's super important to your audience? How could their sentiment suddenly shift? What trends are an opportunity for you or actually a risk for you? That's just one example. Like, take into account the stakeholders that you're ignoring and the stakeholders that perhaps you're paying too much attention to. Once I started to really absorb this approach to any strategic challenge, I was just so mind blown, because systems thinking really enjoys a complex, messy situation. In fact, the messier the better. Well, not too much, because basically the messier it is means the more unknowns and more uncertainties there are. There've got to be some for you to be able to work with it. And you also don't want it to be too simple. Complexity is basically not the issue, confusion is. So if it's a little bit complex, that's fine. So I became very, I would say, enthusiastic. I'm sure you can tell from my voice and how I'm speaking to you. I became very enthusiastic because I thought, gosh, I can do so much with this, not only with existing work that I'm doing, but what else can I do within the creator and entrepreneur arena? And hang on a second, why isn't this taught in schools? The way that I would really crystallize this, synthesize this to make sense for kids even, is to say, when you're looking at a problem and you're trying to take in all the elements, factors, etc., make sure you also take in your perspective, your own assumptions, your own biases. Honestly, the more I dug into systems thinkers, every approach that sort of systems approaches, different methodologies, if you like, they always have an ingredient in there which is called reflexive thinking. And so you're always in this sort of iteration mode where you are happily reflecting on your own thinking and your own approach and how you're looking at a situation or problem. And that way you get out of your own way. And that's what has really changed things for me in terms of what I can offer, is because I will always sweeten and underpin everything that I'm sharing with you on my site and my channel and my content with challenge your own assumptions. Where are you with this? How are you seeing this? Are any of your limitations getting in the way? Let's ask some more sort of probing questions. And this sort of like level of critical thinking is just so absolutely enjoyable. I just can't deny it. Absolutely adore it. So this is how systems thinking has completely unlocked so many things for me. And I know I can unlock these things for creators and entrepreneurs within this arena. And I'm so excited for it. And thank you for joining me on this journey. Serena's Playbook method is available. You can go click on links, etc., etc. But there's more here anyway. Hope you have a good one. Okay, it's a little overdone, but it'll do the job.